remember that one time I was in LA, I was like, yo, bro, like, I'm at your crib right now. Like, there's hella people here. And I remember you texted me back, you're like, wait, what the fuck?
Yeah, no, you did. I was like, what the fuck is Cole talking about? What the fuck are you talking about? Like, who the fuck's at my crib?
What's up, everyone? My name's Cole. This is the 10th episode of Carton Conversations presented by BODYARMOR. We have a very special guest, close friend, freaking collaborator, the one and only Lil Skies, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hop into it.
Okay.
All right, so the first time you ever came to Chicago was, I want to say summer of 2017, we did Red Roses.
Yeah.
Compared to now, it's almost 4 years, February 2021. Summer, winter, a lot's gone on in your life since then. Yeah. Let's talk about it. What's different from then to now?
I feel like I've grown more since then. Like, I feel like now I got, now the people see what I'm capable of more. They see what I'm doing, and they see that I'm an artist and how serious I take my music and stuff. So I feel like now I'm at the point where I'm not like, I'm still proving myself in the game, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not like, feel like I got to super prove or show anything. But I'm still going hard,
right.
If that makes sense.
No,
I don't know how to explain it,
No, absolutely.
Think deep, don't sink.
Remember you almost got that tattooed? You
Yeah.
said you get a tattoo,
yeah,
right?
I'm going to get it tattooed still because that's the vibes.
I got it on me too, man.
Yeah.
Was that, when we shot Red Rose, was that the first time we ever met?
Yeah, we met on FaceTime, but
Yeah.
we met in person with Red Roses.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I'll never forget it because I did
It was dope, bro. It was a good vibe. Like, I felt like it was very organic, like real family vibes. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain it. It's just like, it was just the same feeling I felt when I linked up with Landon and them.
It's like
It was just
undescribable.
natural.
It's like just like a brotherhood.
Yeah, like it was like meant to be type shit. I don't know how to
Exactly.
explain it.
I'll never forget it because I just did the 18 video for Landon, I think it was,
Yeah.
and I'll never forget. He said, "Yo, I'm about to give my friend Skies your number." I was like, "Most def." And you text me, you're like, "Hey, it's Landon's friend Skies," and it's just crazy to think that that's how we had met. Like that was like the first time we had ever spoke.
Right.
And then fast forward. Like,
Yeah, because people ask me, like, was Cole fucking with you off the rip? I said, how I explain it, I don't know how to fully explain it because it was like organic. Like, when I texted you and shit, I do remember. And then we FaceTime, it was just, like, so normal, bro.
I remember where
I was like, yo,
too.
bro,
It's
yeah, I
crazy.
got to use, like, yo, I fuck with this song. Da-da-da. You're like, yeah, da-da. I'm like, cool, this is crazy, though. I'm thinking in my head because I'm like, yo, this is cold shit. Like, this is big. And then Landon was telling me, he's like, yo, we got to get a dope song or whatever so we can shoot it with bro. And he's like, I'm telling you, I know who fuck with you. Like, he's a good person. I was like, damn, bro, this shit was just crazy. Like, in my head the whole time, I was like smiling and shit.
And it's crazy because, like, that Carton and this everything, I mean, like, we built, like, a moment together, like, something that can't ever be
it was
replicated.
Crazy. Yeah, it was dope, bro. I love that shit.
So we did Red Roses and Nowadays in Plano, which is where I grew up, about an hour and a half away from here. Plano's just over 11,000 people in population, and I saw Waynesboro is just under 11,000 people. So it's very similar in size. And I remember you always telling me, like, yo, it's kind of similar because it's like,
yeah, when we go out there, I told you, and that was crazy because when we was out there, I remember telling you that. I was like, bro, this is just like Waynesboro, like where I'm from and shit. It was just like, it gave me that same exact vibe. So it was dope. It felt like, that's why I tell people, like, Chicago is like another home, like second home, but it's like my first home. I don't know why. Like, when I come here, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's because the first state or whatever, or the place that, like, they just showed me that love, bro.
Yeah.
Like, off the rip. And it was like
the show,
real
everything.
love. Yeah, the shows, like, when I came to our first show, that was like my first show ever, bro, too. Like, my first show of just being Skies, like my big show. And I sold it out and shit. And when I seen the crowd, I remember, like, looking through that little door at the theater shit, like, up there in the room. I'm like, what the fuck? You're like, yo, I'm gonna tell them to, like, look up at the door. You remember that? And you told them to look. I was like, what the fuck?
They were
people
tweaking
here
out.
for me? Whoa.
And it's actually crazy. Was that the one?
That was with C-Dot.
That was the one with C-Dot, right? Because I remember telling you.
Shout out to C-Dot, yo. He's fire, killing shit right now.
Yeah, C-Dot's going crazy right now. Shouts out to Chicago. I remember telling you that, or asking you if it's cool if C-Dot opened for you. You're like, bro, what? You're like, I listen to C-Dot. That's crazy. He's opened up for me. It's
just how shit work. That's what I tell people. I don't know how to explain it, bro.
But that's something that you always. One thing that was special about you is as you got bigger, like shit that you fucked with, you always went back to show love to it, even if you were way bigger than it at that point. Like if it was a part of your journey and something you were listening to, you were bound to show love.
Right. And that's why I never looked at it like, I have a hard time, bro. People know, like, shit, my close friends, I feel like people know. But I have a hard time, like, seeing myself as, like, I'm this artist. So everybody I work with, I be looking like, people don't know. I be inspired type shit. You know what I'm saying? It could be by anybody. So even just working with, like, people that in certain places, like, now looking back, I look at it more like, damn, you know, I was here at this time and this person was here. But I was way further down, but just me, it's just me showing my love and like my love for this shit. That's what I try to keep in this shit too, is like keeping my love in it. Like I want to work with who I want to work with. It's not about like, oh, we're gonna, you know what I mean, that I know. It's just because I like your music, bro. I really fuck with you. Like, you know what I'm saying? And
that's such a humble part about you that I feel like maybe a lot of people know, but a lot of people don't know. Like if you're on the outside looking in, you know, it's easy to get tricked by like thinking something is industry or something, you know what I mean? Like none of the features you were doing were ever industry. Like, you know what I'm saying? You were doing them for love, like, cause you fucked with them. Like, I can't even think of like a ton of paid features that you would have done, like, cause it was like, you didn't want to attach yourself to something you weren't actually connected to. And it just speaks.
And that's the big thing. That's what I was saying, like keeping my love in this shit, bro. Cause as like coming into the industry, dealing with everything else and all that, it's like, man, that's the biggest thing I feel like as artists we fight for, is keeping that love and that like motivation. Because not saying like other things, but it does, like other things, other people, just problems, life. When you're in this game and you're doing good and you got that spotlight on you, you're dealing with a million things. Sometimes it's hard, like, you know what I'm saying, to manage and doing everything. And me, that's why I let my fans know, like, bro, I'm still a normal person at the end of the day. Like, I don't know how the fuck I got here. That's me being honest. Like, I know me putting in the work and shit, but I never thought it would be this. You feel me? It's like a blessing. I'm taking it and learning as I go still. You feel me?
It's actually insane because, what was it, a week ago? And I hit you. I think I just texted you a line of from Off the Gas with you and Six Dogs. Because that's one of those situations where you were listening to Six Dogs for a while and, you know, you were going
Shout out
stupid.
To Six Dogs, bro. That's crazy.
You were on Off the Gas with him. And we almost actually did the video for that. And then last minute things just didn't end up working out. But it's crazy because when we were talking about that, we kind of went into like the mental health thing and how it's such a very important thing to keep grasp of in this industry. You know what I mean? I know that you've gone through a lot of things and
even me still, like, I'm learning it too, bro. And it's hard to like, cause I'm still dealing with it too, bro, of how to like be happy and shit. I feel like you can't force happiness though. You can't like, it's not something you just wake up and you're happy tomorrow. Like you gotta, you know what I mean? I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out what that is myself. So I understand as other artists, like how you said, like it can look from people from the outside looking in, they think everything's all great, but they don't really know what's going on with this person in his life. And at the end of the day, we got business and a brand to promote, so we gotta still put shit that we got going to the side to be able to give the people what they want.
You feel me? Skies putting out a new album. He's posting, like he's happy, he's this, he's that, but there's a bigger picture. But I think to go into what you're saying, I think exactly, happiness isn't something that you can just pick up one day and drop the next. It's about balancing your life, and it's this road that we're all trying to figure out, you know, where's that balance? Because life's changing every day, you know what I mean? You have a lot of things that happened since, you know, that 4 years ago we're talking about to now. You've had a kid, you've dropped multiple albums, you've went through so many things, you know, in your professional life as well as your personal life, and that's a lot to balance, you know? So,
hell yeah, bro.
But it's crazy. So back to Red Roses, we did that in like fall, summer of 2017. That was actually, it's funny, the first treatment I ever wrote. Like I never wrote a treatment for a video before.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy.
Even after that.
But you did a good job, bro.
Yeah, no.
Hey, you obviously did a good job.
Yeah, no.
That's crazy.
It was fun, but we did that in Plano, and I remember like bits and pieces from that day. Like I remember a lot of the day.
That shit was a vibe, bro.
But
people don't even.
That was like one of my favorite days of shooting like that I can remember.
And
like,
it's crazy, like you don't even notice that in the moment, like what's going on, but like,
never do. And then you look back at something, you're like, yo, that was
I'd have really cherished it more. I felt like, you know what I'm saying? Like I did cherish, but I felt like more. Like that was dope.
It's one of those things where like you kind of gotta live in the moment, because even like 5 years from now, we're gonna look back at this conversation and this day is like, remember that day you popped in Chicago? It was cold as fuck. There's snow up
and
to
shit.
You know, so
it's crazy out here. It's negative and shit. Like, yo, so cold.
It's negative, what, 3 right now? 2. It's brutal right now.
Yeah.
But okay, so we did Red Roses. Red Roses came out. Obviously, was going well. I remember that whole week was just like every day we were watching it climb. We were texting each other like, oh shit, it just hit a mil. It just, you know what I mean? And then 3 months fast forward, December, we do Nowadays. And that's a funny story from top to bottom because we were supposed to do Big Money. You remember?
That's crazy.
We were supposed to do Big Money.
We were supposed to do Big Money.
And
Landon came down with me too. Cause that's what's fire too. Cause it's crazy how that worked out.
It worked out, and he had the jacket.
Cause Landon just so happened to be there. Shout out to my boy, yo.
He had the jacket
he rode
too.
With me. Yeah, I know.
He had the jacket, everything, and it was
fire.
just like bam. But I remember because we shot that at Plano High School, which is where I went to high school, and they were all cool with it. Everything was smooth. But I remember right before I was at the gas station before we were going to the high school to shoot, and I was like, yo, I don't know what it is, but I feel like we have to do Nowadays. And I remember hitting you, and you're like, yo, let's do it.
I didn't give no fuck.
Yeah.
No shit, I just spit. And that's funny as shit. Yo, I don't care. Keep that shit in there. But that shit was just, bro. Crazy. That shit was crazy, bro.
We did that, and I remember.
You know me. You know how I am, too, bro. I was like, because I feel like if you're going to say that, too, like, and I know you believe in, like, you already have this other treatment right now, but you're like, yo, bro, I think we should do this, all that. And all right, bet, let's go. Because I like Big Money. It was lit, too, but I'm like, shit, Landon's here. Nah, this would be fire because we just did Red Roses. Why not?
We're in the same town, the same field. Yeah. So we do we do Nowadays. And that was a fun day. It was cold, but that was a fun night.
That was fun.
And we shot through the whole high school. Shot a little bit of stuff the next day. Bam. I remember 2 weeks later, we're getting ready to put out the video. And the school hits me saying we can't put it out. Remember I was hitting you? I was like, yo, I don't think we can put out Nowadays.
What happened again? Yeah, why would they let us?
Because you had, we didn't get, an official, approval. We didn't write it off on the, a location release.
Yeah.
So, we didn't actually have permission to shoot there. And then
they
were saying.
They were so cool, man.
They were cool in the moment, but then the actual, the city board and stuff was like, it's this kid with face tats. But they hadn't even heard the song, one. They didn't know. It was just this whole thing. So I remember I was in
Yeah, I do remember that.
And I came back because I was telling you guys, I don't think the video's going to be able to come out. Go back to the school, and I remember I typed out, this whole counter argument to anything that they could say. And I'm sitting there, I was like, yo, this is a big moment. They're wearing the Letterman's jacket. It's good for the kids. They're going to want to thrive in academics and sports and shit to get Letterman jackets and shit. And they're like, nah, we can't do it. It's a bad look for the school. What about the kids that are thinking about moving to Plano and they see this kid with face tats rapping in the hallways? I remember I went home and I looked at when they have the school board meetings because they can't actually, unless the whole school board, city board sits down and rules something out, they can't rule it out. So they hadn't even had it yet. And I was like, yo, they're about to go on winter break. Tomorrow they're all gonna leave the school. Let's just drop this shit and see what happens. So I remember we dropped it, went #1, trended on YouTube. That was the first Lyrical Lemonade video to ever do crazy. That. It did 1 million views in 24 hours, and the school never hit me. They didn't say anything. They just
that was crazy too. They was I don't know. I guess it's fuck it, it's going up.
And now it's one of the most for everyone, all the kids in that school, bro, you know how much inspiration you brought them and motivation that that's something that they're gonna have forever. That's probably the biggest thing that's ever happened at school. And that school has won 2 state championships. This shit has almost 200-300 million views on YouTube.
That's crazy.
It's crazy what time can do. And back to what we were saying, when you're in the moment, you don't realize how pivotal something is. We're making history.
Yeah, literally, bro. That's facts, bro. We're literally. And I don't know, bro. It's just when you're both. That's how. But it was so fire with us, bro, because we both. I felt and that's why it's that's how I am. How I am today. You feel me? Why I am the way I am today? Because bro, the way we worked, it was the love we both loved it. We both wanted to do it. So anything I've been doing that, when it's just something I like and da da da, and you and the other person likes too, and it's a win-win situation. Why not we win together?
Exactly.
And grow together, You know what I'm saying? And that's what we literally have done.
I know.
It's so dope, bro.
And I think
it's cool.
And our story is really special because you've just been so loyal and. You know what I mean, to me and to Lyrical Lemonade.
Got to.
You know what I mean?
We came in it together. I can't.
I had to bring this else out. You got me this.
You
man.
dig? You know, don't play with
had
that.
To show him it.
Don't play with that.
Yeah. So
don't play with him
at all. But you got me that. You got this shit tatted on you. You know what I mean? I feel it's just it's family.
You know it's for life, bro. We locked in for life, bro. This is for life.
It's
bro.
special. It's special. Yeah. We got so much on the way and so much to do in the future.
Yeah.
I feel like we're gonna be doing movies together. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, we will. We will.
We have a segment on the show called Quick Sips where we ask you a ton of questions. You answer them as quick as you can. And we take a quick sip. And we see how many we can get through in 60 seconds.
All right,
bam. Favorite song you ever made?
Fidget.
Favorite city to perform in?
Chicago.
Favorite music video we've done together?
Red Roses.
What would you be doing if you weren't making music?
Man vs. Wild, like Bear Grylls.
Favorite song on the new album?
Take 5.
Take 5's hard. Lil Wayne or 50?
Lil Wayne.
Favorite clothing line?
Narcotic.
Hard. Pittsburgh or Philly?
Pittsburgh.
Favorite video game of all time?
Call of Duty Zombies. I don't know which one. All of them.
Best concert you've ever been to in attendance?
Playboy Cardi.
Favorite Chicago artist?
Lil Durk.
I know you don't smoke backwards anymore, but best wood flavor?
The Sweet Aromatics when I did smoke them.
Best movie of all time?
A Place Beyond the Pines.
Favorite cartoon character?
SpongeBob.
Favorite tattoo of yours?
My son's name.
Beautiful. I don't have any more questions.
Hey. Oof.
That was good. Life of a Dark Rose, Shelby, and Unbothered. 3 completely different projects. Life of a Dark Rose was like the coming out party, you know what I mean? That was like in the moment when you had first came out and things started to pop for you. I remember that was trending on Apple Music before it dropped, like 3 weeks before it dropped. Like
it was?
Yeah, you remember that? It was like on the charts before it even dropped. Shelby, I feel like you've established your sound, you've matured as a lot as an artist. It was very true to you.
Yeah.
You know, you kind of found yourself. And I feel like Unbothered is kind of a mesh of the two in a way. You have some fun hype tracks that Shelby kind of was more, it was just like more deep, you know?
Yeah.
It was more your story where Unbothered has a lot of that, but I feel like it also has some of the Life of Dark Rose, you know, uppity feels. So out of those 3, you know, from progression from Life of Dark Rose to Unbothered, what would you say musically, some things that you've learned in areas you've progressed and, you know, just...
I'm still like, I feel like I progressed and like, I know, see when I hear how I do it, bro, I'm not gonna give my process out. But like how I do it is like, I just know, like when I hear the beat, I already know what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like I kind of know what I want to do. So more recently though, and how I've been doing my music the last, like I would say like year and a half, I just been trying new sounds. I've been trying to like, try new melodies, try new flows, just different topics, just all different types of shit, bro. Cause I just been, just wanting to have, just keeping the fun in and shit, you know what I mean? We just went through the pandemic and all that shit, whatever times, shit was just slowed down a little bit in the world, so I was just trying all different types of shit, you know what I mean? And I feel like as far as my progression, I feel like as an artist, I kind of know what more now, like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. What more now, more what I want, like what I want to do, like, and I feel like I'm more involved now than ever than just all my music shit.
Right.
You feel me? Like when I first came in, I was just doing, well, I didn't have nothing to really worry about with the music, but now I got, you know, my business and all this shit, so now I'm just more in tune with everything and all that. I just feel like I'm more woke as an artist. Yeah.
That's a good spot to be. I'd agree with all those things. There's only 2 features on the album. Yeah. Wiz and Durk, and you were on, was it Rolling Papers 2 for Wiz, for real? Yeah. So you were on Wiz's album, and you were also on, I think it was Sign of the Streets 3 from Durk's, the Rockstar song. Yeah. And it's kind of cool because you've had close relationships with both of them.
Yeah, shout out to them, bro.
And now they're on your album. So was it specific? Like, was it intended to only have 2 features and it just be them? Like,
it wasn't intended like that, but then it just so happened to, like, work, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how to explain it. Like, yeah, I wanted to. Well, I knew I was gonna have Durk on there just because I liked our song. Me and Durk, we have other songs too.
Let's talk about real quick, not to cut you off. Having My Way. Remember, Ski was almost on Having My Way too.
Yeah. Damn, I forgot. You just reminded me that.
Yeah.
Yo. Damn.
And then people always also ask if I was listening to it this week. People always ask if you and Juice have music. And remember the version of I don't know, has it ever even been talked about, the Dangerous A Boogie song with You had your whole verse on there?
They don't know about that. I don't think they know about that.
That's
I don't know. Look, I'm going to keep it real. I don't know what happened, but I'm not tripping, bro. Because I understand how the music and shit goes. But, yeah, I did have a fire-ass verse for that. Yo, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Joint was hard.
It was crazy. You went stupid. There's so many. I remember there's so many times.
Oh, I kind of no evil. Yeah. I don't fear these people because I'm way too lethal. Yeah. Yeah. Living life on the road like the Beatles and too deep, just like a needle. I treat all my brothers equal. Yeah.
So yeah, and then like there's a lot of music that was like always talked about between you and Juice. Like you guys, like there was always that conversation of it happened.
Bro, he's so fire and crazy, next level. Yeah. Out of here.
So I just wanted to speak on that because I know people always wondered that because I remember there's always teas like just the talk of you guys working together.
Yeah, I talked to him a couple times and then we had another track too. We do have another track, but I don't know. Facts. But it's fire. Yeah, it's fire still.
It's crazy. And then you almost went on the tour with him and Ski too. Yeah. So there was so many different things.
That tour looked sick, bro.
Yeah, that was a good time.
Popped out. Was I on tour too?
Yeah, I think you were on the Pump tour.
Yeah, okay, I was. Yeah. Okay.
The Wiz thing was always crazy to me because we always talked about Wiz, and then like you're out here.
We was talking about Wiz too, especially when
all the time.
We first linked up. And
we were just talking about Wiz, Wayne, Mag.
Yeah, that's crazy. Bro.
So you and Wiz.
But then we both. It's like we both though. Like we shot for real with you.
Yeah, like, so. Yeah. No, we got to work with Wiz together.
That's what I'm saying. That was sick. Like what?
That was an unreal moment for sure.
I didn't even soak that in. I was on a whole tour with that man. That's crazy. It was fun, yo. It was some high times.
Really fucked with you too. Every time.
Yeah, he showed me big love. Like that's what people don't know. Well, people don't know. Like I guess they seen some shit. I don't know if any vlogs or anything came out, but like on a tour, bro, we would just wake up every day and like get big high, and then ride dirt bikes and shit.
It's insane.
Like yo, it's fire. Like dead ass be riding dirt bikes around the venue, like all through the shit, like in the field. Riding through the just jumping. I'm jumping stairs and shit. Yo, I wrecked a dirt bike a couple of times. Like that shit was so cool.
But that goes back to what we were saying earlier. Like if it's not like family for you, you really don't do it. Like even the big features, like Wiz, like that's family for you. His whole team,
like the whole Taylor gang, bro, was love. Like anything I needed, anything just made me feel comfortable. Like Wiz's mom was there on the tour. She was cool as shit. Like she was there for some of it. She was fire, awesome.
Like bro,
like the real OG, yo. Shout out to Wiz's mom, man.
I wanted to dive into Unbothered a little bit more. The cover art was crazy, like the whole set design concept. Yeah. So what was that inspired by? Just like
we just kind of did it like a I Spy. We did it basically like a I Spy book page or something, like just fill the cover with a whole bunch of just random little shit that kind of relates to your life or some shit like that, and some shit that looks cool. So that's what I did, just like an unbothered feel, just random shit up in there.
And go look at it
like type shit. Yeah, that's what we did. So and shout out to Christian and Brandon, man, back home. Those are the camera guys I'll be fucking with out there. They shot the cover and shit. They shot the fidget video for me.
Yeah, the fidget video.
They shot that.
I love seeing you back home, like just having fun because it's you and your boys, and it's like it's
now that's what the
fidget
video. I feel like because the fidget video did good. That shit, that's all the numbers and shit. It was dope. Yeah. So I think people like that shit sometimes, you know, just seeing you with your boys, with your whatever, just turning up, having fun, some normal shit. Yeah, like some normal shit. Cause you know us, I like the big treatments and shit, but I still like to get back to the normal shit too, and just grab the camera and let's just go.
Let's just shoot some shit. Yeah. That's what it should be.
Yeah,
that's what it should be. The upcoming video for Whipski, you know, with Snot. So
shit, we're gonna talk about.
Yeah, we gotta talk about that real quick because the story. I mean, in my opinion, it's one of my favorite verses you've ever done.
That's how you feel?
That's how I'm feeling.
Damn.
That's how I'm feeling.
That's how he's feeling.
That's how I'm feeling, guys. But it's crazy how that came about because when Snot had sent me that, I was like, I don't know what it was because I'm like you and Snot, like I wouldn't.
Bro,
even
I'm gonna tell y'all something too about Cole, bro. Cole really has bro, you got this ear, bro. No, you have this ear, bro. You just know it. That's what I'm saying. You know, like even anything you ever send me or something, like the shit you just do, like you can tell the rest of the story. But I'm just saying, like that's why I did it because like I'm listening to it too, and then I start listening to it as if like how you were listening to it, and I see what he's saying. And damn, if I go, I'm just humming in the background like I'm playing the song, but I'm like, whiskey, yeah. I'm like, all right, yeah, I gotta get, I know.
Bro,
oh shit. I'm like, oh, Cole's all right.
But I don't even know, like, bro. I don't even know why I thought of you. But it was like, yo, something about this was like something in me was like, I gotta send this to Skies right now. And I didn't even know if you and Snot had like, you know what I'm saying? I knew Snot knows you, but I didn't know if you were tapped in. I listened to a
song that I already know, bro. Like I already know. That nigga been making music. He's
fire. He's been out here for a while in the underground scene.
Yeah, he's fire. I already know.
I'm gonna send it to you.
So that's why when you send it to him, I'm like, damn, I didn't even think, bro. Like, you know, I am, bro. I don't even know if like artists like. Not saying I don't know who's paying attention. I don't know. You know what I mean? So I'm like, oh shit, like, bro. I'm like, Cole. You know, I asked you. I'm like, you think he'll fuck with me? Like, he'll fuck with me getting on this shit? Like, bro, what?
Well, that was one of the situations.
I was already laying the verse anyway.
Yeah, well, I sent to you like, all right, I'm gonna listen to it a few times. Like, all right, fuck, you might not fuck with it. And then I remember like you hit me later that day. I forgot you said like, shall I lay at 8 or 16? I was like, bro, I forgot what I said. I was like, late 16 or whatever you want to do. I'll never forget when you sent it back, bro. I didn't sleep that night. I don't know what it was. I haven't felt that way in a long time. And just the excitement was crazy. So that's going to be fun to shoot. And like,
shout out to bro. Shout out to Snot. He's fire.
Okay. So let's dive into the album just a little bit more. My favorite would probably be Take 5. And I like the Dead Brode. And, but I also like Think Deep, Don't Think a lot. Kind of take me through the album a little bit. How long you been working on it, and what's your favorite for what reasons? So,
I was working on it pretty much during the whole last year, and maybe a little bit of the end of 2019, I think. But it was pretty much 2020. I was just in the house recording. I ain't shit to do, bro. So I was in the house recording. I was just recording the whole time, pretty much.
Was there any
time I had the engineer with me and shit. We was just recording. I recorded a lot of songs. I just chose those 14, but I still got hella other songs too.
Was there any songs that you turned in last minute? Because we were just talking about Cloudy Skies, because that's my favorite song off Life with Dark Rose.
Fade Away. The first song on the album was turned in last minute. Maybe I already did it, but then I was making some little changes and shit to it. And then I had this other song on there. It was more rapping, it was more on some, it really didn't have a hook. It was just an intro, really just me talking. But it was some shit in it was outdated. The song was kind of old, so some shit I was talking about was just outdated. So I didn't want to drop it and you filmed me this year with that being the first track, and it's talking about shit from a year ago.
Shit.
Yeah, so
the deluxe is gonna come out if there's a deluxe.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna drop a deluxe.
And that's just gonna be pieces
I'm working
from
on that now. Yeah,
the album that didn't come out, or you're making new music for that?
Yeah, probably some of that, and I'm recording other shit too, just cause I want to see. I want to have a good, nice variety to choose from. Right. That's how I like to do it.
Right. And I was talking about Cloudy Skies. I just got to go back to that real quick, because that whole album, I feel there's a lot of songs that grew with time that now I view as classics, in retrospect, like Garden, you know what I mean? Probably a song I wasn't listening to right away off Rip, but now I love that song a year later, and it's one of my favorites. Have you ever made music that grew with you as time went on, or a song that you ended up hating after it's been out for a while?
Yeah.
Like Red Roses, for instance, or Nowadays. After you perform that every night, do you hate it? Because I've heard people that have their,
Yeah, sometimes you want to, I feel I want to perform new shit. And I know artists feel like that. You feel yo, I got wave, I got fire shit. I got a song that hit harder, and it shows it when I perform it. But it's just that's how the game goes. So sometimes you got your hits that you didn't even know it was going to be that. And that's what it turns out to be. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's weird. It's really weird how it works, bro.
And then it's also,
I feel there's no such thing to me as I guess there is, everybody has their definition of bad songs, but there's no such, there's no right or wrong way to making a song.
Right.
Nowadays, in our generation, what we're doing, there's no, you know what I mean? Correct way. Oh, you should do it like this. How long the song should be. Right. Niggas got song that's 43 seconds and shit.
Yeah. And
it's lit.
9 minutes, too.
And that's what I'm saying. In 9 minutes. And it's got millions of views. So it's different. You know what I mean? For everybody.
Performing a song like Red Roses, I've seen you perform that in so many different circumstances. I've seen you perform Red Roses with Ski. You know what I'm saying? In New York. When you
that one was fire. Yo.
You know what I mean?
That one was super sick. See, times like that is when you really love performing the songs. I like performing that song anyways, just cause I use it as a closeout song or whatever, the last one, because it's the banger. So
Right.
I feel like you gotta hit them hard at the end. You can't go out on a weak shit. Like, you gotta turn up. So I like it. But then when you got moments like that where you got like your friends out there and shit, your boys, like when Ski was out there, shit was lit.
Shit was legendary.
And then when he was performing too, it was just like sick, bro.
Yeah.
Like, cause I watched Ski perform. Like, I was just watching him perform. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, yo, I'm standing on top of that thing.
Yep.
Like,
And Ski was on the
corner,
stage.
And he's down there, and I'm like, yo, they're performing fucked up, and he's performing his song, like, just looking at this shit. Like, I'm jumping and shit, but I'm looking like, what the fuck?
But then it also and then you've also performed Red Roses with someone like Playboy Cardi. You know what I mean? Like, you've done everything.
Shout out to that, bro. That was lit too, bro. Cause Cardi, I fuck with Cardi heavy too. He brought me out. Like, I just went to watch his show, and this nigga was just like, nah, you, come on. And I'm like, bet, let's go, fuck it. Like, Cardi a real rock star too, bro. Like, shout out to him.
And there's things like that and moments like that people never even know about, and I think that's the best thing. Like, I remember me, you, and Cardi in a group chat. Because Cardi was like, yo,
damn,
we got
I forgot about that shit, bro. What the
He wanted to do the
that's crazy.
Him and you tour, like a Lyrical Lemonade Skies Cardi tour, and I remember he was so amped on it, he was trying to put it in motion.
Yo, I'm about to hit this nigga up and be like, Cardi, come on, bro, let's do that. When the world opens back up, yeah.
Another artist you work with often that I feel like people wouldn't expect you to work with is No Cap.
Yeah.
Like you guys like work together, like.
Yeah, I'm about to do some more. Free bro, man. Free bro. We definitely gonna do more music. Shit, he's fire, bro. My like one of my best friends from my right hand, Stan. He's from Alabama and shit, and that's where Cap's from. So my friend, he listened to all them. Yeah. Like you get what I'm saying, like all the Alabama lit right now, like Rilo, all them, bro. They killing shit. MGM Let, they killing shit right now. So my friend just bro put me on, and then I already was seeing a couple of bros. So I'm like, yo, bro, fire, bro. He's fire. And then bro was really listening to him. Right. And I go over there and hang out with him. So I'm like, shit, bro, fire. And then bro just kept fuck with me. I think I reached out. I don't know. It went either way. But I think I reached out to him. I was like, bro, I fuck with your shit. We got to do something. And we talked for a little minute or whatever. Just like got the feel of each other. And then niggas just made a song.
Yeah, the video you guys did was super hard too.
Yeah, shout out Jandora Media. Killed that shit, my boy.
Yeah, man. Shouts out to
Nicky with the mullet.
Yeah, for
he's killing the game right now. He's killing the game, yo.
With the pandemic and everything, things are so different. Like, you're doing virtual shows now. Like, everything is a little bit different. We're talking about the concerts and stuff for like Cardi and Ski, and people none of those things were planned. Like, you know what I mean? They just happened. You went to a Cardi show, he brought you out. Ski just showed up to the show. Fuck it, bring him out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and you was there. Why were you there?
I forgot what I was in New York
Why
for.
the fuck was that? No, everybody was there, bro. Suey was
Fat Boy was there.
Fat Boy was there. Everybody was there. That shit was like so lit.
Happened.
Fire.
Didn't you sell it out like twice? Like, you performed back-to-back shows?
Yeah, that night.
Yeah, it's just crazy.
What? That was a cool vibe.
I pulled up and I was like, damn, I missed the show. You're like, bro, I sold it out twice. Like, we about to run the second one back right now.
Oh, yeah, because you caught the second one, right?
Yeah.
That show's the same as the first. I think it's more later than the first.
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy.
What's it like, though? Like, I mean, shows are obviously way different, but, I mean, you can't really move around the same way. I mean, there's not many opportunities and things that are popping up, and it's like everyone's locked in the house.
Yeah.
The mental health and the stress is probably, like, I forgot what the statistic is, but, like, suicide numbers just in general in the world have jumped, like 100%, 200%.
Like, bro, the world, this shit has been... It's been crazy stuff going on. Like, I feel like there's always been crazy stuff going on in the world, but obviously, as we know, like, recently, shit's been as crazy as it's, like, ever been. So I feel like everybody has a different way of reacting to it, but it is hard on a lot of people, I feel like.
And what would you say your way of handling all this?
Shit, I'm still, like I said, I'm still trying to figure it out myself, bro. I'm just trying to keep a level head, try to stay humble with everything, and just try to keep working, like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
My biggest thing, I don't like to try to force stuff because I feel like when you force it, it just doesn't turn out how you want it to be. So, let's try to keep it all like natural.
Yeah, you do a good job of like being like involved and tapped into what's going on, but very to yourself at the same time.
Yeah.
You know,
you think so?
I think so.
That's good.
I feel like there's a mystique about you, you know? Like,
yeah.
People don't get to know your every move or where you're at.
Yeah,
and that's like, that's part of your brand.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, for sure. That's how I move, yeah.
Yeah, and that's a good way to move. Like, you don't fuck with a lot of people, but the people you fuck with is genuine, and it's not to, you know, elevate yourself. Like I've never seen you, latch on to someone to, it's like.
Oh no.
You know what I mean?
No, yeah.
Like even was it on, like the I forgot how to say the name, Bride Greta, or how do you say?
Bride Greta.
Bride Greta. Like you know what I mean? Like even someone like him, the people you fuck with, it's like, you're exposing him to everyone. Like people don't know this, man.
That's little bro.
From where you're from, but beyond that, it's like it's just showing love. So I'd say I love this. As always, you've been moving like that always, but
I feel like in me, I'm not even trying to like be putting people on and da. Like it feels good when you do it. I feel like, but I'm not. That's not my goal when I'm working with somebody I actually fuck with, bro. Like Bride, for an example. Like that's my little bro. You feel me? So I fuck with him. And like I see something in him. You feel me? So I feel like when you see something in somebody and they fuck with you and you're working together, like I done hung around, bro, and I've been around him. Like he's a good person, and I see he really wanna do this shit, and he takes it serious. So I'm like, shit, why wouldn't I? And he got a sound. I like his voice. I'm like, shit, if I like it, why not work with it? Like it keeps, like I said, that helps keep the fun in this shit for me too. It's just like seeing somebody like that's hungry too. You know what I mean? I'm saying that's hungry and really, really trying to work. Like you get what I'm saying? Like it's dope.
I say that's my favorite thing working with family or like younger artists is because they're always so hungry. They're just as determined as I am.
Yeah.
When you work with someone that's been doing it for a while, or you never grew with them or whatever it may be, it just feels like they're there for their job. And I think there's something special about working with people who are young and hungry.
Right. Facts. People that care about their shit. Like,
You got songs with, like, I just saw, Nar had just sent me your guys' new song that you guys just did. I saw that you and Pinch are doing something else. I feel like you're running back a lot of the classics.
Yeah.
Are you and Landon working on anything?
Yeah, we need to. Yeah, we're going to. Matter of fact, we're about to.
Hear me out.
We are.
Red Roses 2.
That would be hard. But see, it's like...
It's one of those things. It's years later. I get it.
No, not even years later. It's like, that's got to be like... we'll talk about it.
Out of here.
Yeah, that's got to be out of here.
We should all just link up for a week and just in the studio.
Yeah.
And see what happens.
I'm with it.
That'd be great. Becoming a father, I know you've talked about it a few times, but all my friends or people I know who have kids, everyone says the same thing. Like when I had my child, it changed my life completely. It put me in second place, and it made me realize like the importance of life and being there for for your child. So how has that changed not only your personal life and your day-to-day living, but your music life?
See, how I look at the dad and the son thing is like I feel like I take that more serious than the music now. And I just feel like because I do it like that too, because it's like I guess it just helps me keep my sanity too. And it's like, all right, this is my creation. Like this is somebody that I made, and I'm the one that made them. And me and his mom, we made them. We brought them into this world, so we gotta protect them. We gotta help them grow. You know what I mean? We gotta be there for them. And my biggest thing is like, I know with my lifestyle and stuff, I could be gone a lot and but I try to, when I'm not working or whatever, I try to stay around my son and be around my son all the time. Like I'm always around him because I feel like it's the memories that matter. It's not about, the money and everything else. It's about the memories. So like me, it changed me. I've always been a family man, right? I feel like I've always put myself second, bro. Like I've been working jobs since I was 14 years old and helping my mom, helping my family. I just always been trying to help. You know what I'm saying? So like just having my son though, like I ain't gonna hold you, it changed. See, some people say it changed them when they have the baby, but when like his mom, when she called me and told me, that's when it changed me. Like
right away.
Oh, I already, and it's like the difference with me is I like already like knew. It's weird. You get what I'm saying? Like I felt it. Like I already knew. Like when she called me, I'm like, and the way she was feeling, I already knew. I'm like, yeah. And she's like, I'm pregnant. I'm like, yeah, I know. I was like, damn. I was like, not like, damn. I was like, I knew it. I know. Yep. So now it's time to go. It's like, all right. That's where I flew right back home. Like, all right, let's go.
Because that's when because you were living in LA at the time, right? So then you had moved right back.
Yeah. Well, I still had my house out there, but I pretty much was back home.
Right.
I just stayed back home and let my lease ride out, and it was off.
How do you like? I remember that one time I was in LA. I was like, "Yo, bro, like I'm at your crib right now. Like, there's hella people here." And I remember you texted me back. You're like, "Wait, what the fuck?"
Yeah, no, you did. I was like, "What the fuck is Cole talking? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, who the fuck's at my crib?"
But what's it like? I'm still going, I guess. What's it like living back home? Cause are you in Waynesboro? Or you're just outside of it, or you're in the area?
Yeah, I'm kind of close to it still.
Right.
Like pretty much like close to my area. So yeah, I pretty much it's just like I don't know, bro. I guess I just like for now, you know, and with the COVID and everything going on, whatever. For me, just I would say, well, just in general, forget all that. I just like the back roads. I just like. I don't know, something about, you know, your home, like where you come from. I just know how to move back there. I got my certain little stores. I got, you know what I mean? Like, I just got, in my family, that's the biggest thing for me. It's like, my family's all back on that side. So I just kind of feel weird when I'm like too far from, like I still travel and do what I gotta do, but it's like the home base kind of, you know what I'm saying? Like I still like to go back there because like I said, I got brothers and sisters and mom, dad, grandmas, and y'all types of shit back there. So you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm just like, and I'm very involved with my family, so like I just stay around that.
That's the way to be, man.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people get sucked into the lifestyle so heavy that they forget about the importance of family.
Yeah, no, like that's what I am, bro. Like that's what I represent, bro. Real shit. Like that's what I do it for. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, cool. Well, thank you guys for watching the 10th episode of Carton Conversations presented by Body Armor. My boy.
It's Lil Skies, man. I'm bothered out now. Shout out to my boy Cole. Shout out to Lyrical Lemonade. Appreciate y'all. Family vibes. You dig? We lit.
Yes, sir.